Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome, Broken Pop. I see you over there on the Twitch. Not on the Twitch, on YouTube this time. Multi-platform. Really nice to see you here, my guy. Thank you so much to all of the very loyal viewers that we have now. Thank you to Broken Pop for joining over on basically all platforms. Follows me on Twitch and on YouTube and is always here at the start of the stream. So thank you so much for the support, Broken Pop. It means so much to have such loyal viewers. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you to everybody over on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube who have also joined in at the start of the stream. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining the thing. What are we gonna do today? That is a great question. Not that anybody asked it. I just asked. But I think that's a rhetorical question. I don't know what rhetorical. Yeah, rhetorical. Uh, I figure speech for estimate. Yeah, it was a rhetorical question. Okay, but yeah, I make those rhetorical questions because um nobody asked the question. I just want to create dramatic effect. Basically, it is still season 2, week 13. So we are still in season 2. I would love to drive the BMW today. The only thing is that my safety rating is at 3.17 and I am eligible for a season promotion, but I don't want to endanger my safety rating and lower it down to less than 3 and lose that season promotion up to B when we can just wait till tomorrow. So, also, really cool stuff I wanted to show you guys upon the thing. First, I need to put my boots on because I have racing boots and I don't know. It's just my preference. It's like I know some people wear race boots. I wear race boots on the sim, and they help me immensely. But I know some people they just rather drive barefoot. And to me, I've never liked driving like that. But again, it's up to personal preference. My personal preference is driving with boots on. Which these are them. These are BMW racing boots. These are just the ones that I've used like since I started sim racing, and they've just like since I only use them for sim racing, they don't get worn out. So, and they're what I like is that they're really stiff. So, they like you can really put your power into the pedal and it won't like there's something in there. Oh, it's my shoelace. But yeah, anyways, I did want to show you guys some stuff. Timing has changed as for the races. So, that is something we're going to dive into too. Because I don't know if you guys remember whenever we were racing the MX5 back a couple months ago, I think it was April and May when we were really grinding the MX5 to be able to get our C license for the 24 hours of the Nürburgring. During that time, I don't know if you guys remember. Let me share the screen. Where is the MX5? The MX5 is right here. Okay, it just went black. Why did it go black? I don't like that. This might crash something. Uh, okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna open it back up again. But anyways, what I was gonna show you guys basically is that I don't know if you guys remember, but when we were driving the MX5, we drove 2 races per hour because you have the timing for the rookie races is done, so you can drive 2 races per hour. It's every 30 minutes. So in one stream, I would be able to fit 2 races. But now it's even better because the one thing I will say for Formula 4 and for many, many races is that the timing for the races is extremely stretched. Like, stretched to the point where you don't even need to have that much time. For example, it'll be like the Formula 4 races, you guys remember, they're like 27 to 30 minutes max. 27 to 30 minutes max. But the race session goes for the race session for Formula 4 goes for 1 hour, even though the race is only 30 minutes maximum. Max, sometimes it'll be stretched 35 minutes, but that's really if there's like a really slow driver who's not finishing the race. But in general, you guys remember it lasts 30 minutes. And for the FF 1600, which are rookie races, as well as the Mazda MX-5 Cup and the BMW M2, all rookie classes, they run every 30 minutes, and then the higher Class D races run every 1 hour, and then Class B races run, I think, every hour or every 2 hours. And the thing about that is that within a stream, I can only fit around an hour of footage, so I wouldn't be able to fit like for Formula 4, I can only fit around one race because the race session is supposedly 1 hour when it actually lasts 30 minutes. I've been ranting about this without getting to the point. Basically, it's every 30 minutes now. 12:30, 1:30, 2. That is great. We can now race two race sessions in one stream of Formula 4. Keep in mind, Formula 4, that's never happened before. And for one thing I love about the rookies one is that they now run every 15 minutes. 45, 1, 115, 130, 145, 2. The thing that I like about that is that like per se, let's say like this is also an extremely specific like scenario, but imagine you're like a hardworking person. You like work every single day, let's say 12 hours or something. And you have, I don't know, an hour to play or like 30 minutes to play, and you jump in and the race session just started. You're like, "Oh, I can't do the race anymore, right?" But now it's more available to more people. So 12:45 1, and also I do think that helps not have so many people in one race session because you have the availability of like 30 race sessions within however much time you have. I really like that. So, hey, Brent Broken Pop over on Twitch too. Thank you so much for being over on YouTube and on Twitch. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Thank you to everybody watching over on all platforms, specifically Brent Broken Pop, who is one of the most loyal viewers, if not the most loyal viewer I have. So, yeah, but Global MX5 Cup as well. This one is really fun. And the thing about this is that since it runs every 15 minutes, it's so easy to get in because I can just get in, do the race session, which the race session for these, it's 3 minutes practice, 8 minutes qualifying, and 12 or 15 minutes of the race. So in total, that is around 30 minutes. So your views on YouTube are going crazy. Really? I checked a little bit ago and oh, for real, they are going crazy. Wait, what? Your views on YouTube are going crazy. Rager Racing Vids. Yeah, that is the name. Wait, actually that is crazy. I did see a little bit ago that it was going 1, 2, 3. See, that's the thing about streaming is that. So the thing I will say, thank you to Rage Racing Vids on Twitch for joining, and thank you to Brent Broken Pup for being on both platforms. But I will say that like recently we've been having breakthroughs as for streaming, which I'm super excited for. It just I've been working at this. If you guys, my YouTube channel, I opened it in 2023. That was 3 years ago. I've been doing YouTube for 2.5 years, even though I opened it 3 years ago. It's more so like I opened it in what I think is October. Let me check real quick. October 22nd, 2022. So it's been around 2.5 years. And it's just like this year I've really been grinding. And I really like this is such a passion of mine of racing and content creation and streaming. And because of all of y'all's support, like Brent Broken Pup and all of the viewers who join and stay even momentarily follow me and all of that stuff. Thank you guys so much for all of that because you guys are helping make my dream happen. And I really want to give back. And it's just like, thank you guys so much. And it's just like, I really like, it's one of those where I know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of putting in the work until it happens. Right. And that's basically where I'm at right now. It's like, to me, physically, it's like, I'll be real with y'all guys. I'm not big on school. Like, I'll do it, but as for me liking it, I'm not a fan. So, like, if you guys are fans of school, 100%, I condone staying in school. Do whatever you want that makes you happy, but like, definitely stay in school and all of that stuff. And, but yeah, it's just like, I genuinely feel like I cannot go another year not having, because my channel is decently big. 130 subscribers is a big milestone. But I genuinely like this year, I really want to grind because I want to get to that level to where I can give back to you guys and it opens up more doors. Racing is expensive and this will open the door to racing and I can join a Formula 4 team and I can fund my way up to Formula 2 until I get to Formula 1. And all of those things have to be done by me grinding and putting in the work. I mean, I love this. I love that I get to have fun and stream and spend time with you guys because 3 viewers on Twitch, like I would have never imagined that 6 months ago. Because 6 months ago was what? January? On January, we were averaging 1 to 2 viewers on all platforms. Now we're averaging more than 3 viewers on Twitch, more than 3 viewers over on YouTube, and the views go crazy. And that's all thanks to you guys because you guys are the ones that help make this dream happen. So thank you to everybody from all platforms. I see Blush Bunny XL. Thank you so much for joining, Audrey. I'll see you over there. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Like, it genuinely surprised me that my views were going crazy because they rarely go crazy now. Um, so yeah, I know it got like real sentimental right there, but thank you guys so much for all of the support over on all of the platforms. So yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for that. But anyways, why are why are we not racing today? Well, actually we might. We might. That's still a recurring thought. But let me go back over here and show you guys. One thing that I noticed is that the Ferrari GT3 challenge, it is now a rookie class, which I think is really cool because let me go over here to tags and let's go to rookie only. Can I take these off? Okay, it doesn't want to work. Okay, there, that one's off. Where's my keyboard? Class C. It's because I want to show you guys how, okay, it just turned back on. There? Oh, there we go. Okay. And it should do the thing. Well, anyways, let's just look through them because I wanted to show you guys just the rookie classes. Can I apply? How do I apply? Oh, it's not eligible. Okay. Anyways, look, the older rookie classes were the MX5 Cup, the FF 1600, the MX5, and the Formula V. What is different this year around? One is, look at this. For one, is that the rookie classes were meant to be free. Like, you just pay the subscription, which actually, my subscription for iRacing is next month. I pay for the yearly subscription, which I think is a million times better than than paying monthly. Just because if I pay monthly, it's what I think is $10 or $15 a month. But if I pay, also I got a great deal. This is some advice for y'all if y'all want to take it. Wait till July 4th if you guys want to get iRacing. On Steam, I got this last year. On July 4th, they have like a 1 week sale. where a 1 year subscription goes from like $100 to like $40, and if you get your subscription via Steam, it goes to $20. I got a 1 year subscription for $20, so that was like, what's that like? It was 60% off. It's probably not. My math is probably chopped up, but no, actually, let me check because it's 120 minus 60%, 75. It's like 80%. It's like 80% off. So definitely, if you guys want it now, I definitely recommend getting it now. But if you guys have a little bit of time to spare, there is still like 3 weeks left till July 4th. But that's when I got my subscription. I got it for an absolute steal. I find iRacing expensive. It is expensive, I will say. It is. I haven't counted how much I've spent on iRacing, but I don't really want to because it's a lot. But I 100% agree. iRacing is expensive. Um, but yeah, I mean, at least to me, I know that this is the most realistic simulator that I can get, and it will get me to a certain place. But I do know that there are some other people who also what's it called? Assetto Corsa Competizione, or just Assetto Corsa in general. Because those two I know are two very, they can be finely tuned to be extremely realistic, but 100% iRacing is very expensive. But anyways, back to the rookie things that I was saying. The rookie classes, which are the FF1600, the MX5, these are the older rookie classes. The M2, Formula V, and the other Formula Vs and the FF1600. These were all, if you guys go to over here, every single track is included with the sim. So if you look here, every single track is included with the sim, and the car is also included with the sim. So the rookie classes are meant to be a gateway into the next levels where you can start paying for the cars. What I did, like, because I did find myself whenever I was racing the rookie classes back in what was September of last year. My first stream was in October of last year. So it's been, October's what, the 10th month? So 2, 6. It's been 8 months since I started streaming. This something that I found is that whenever I would race, although because racing is my absolute favorite thing, I could do this every single day. I would do this for free. Um, Not that I'm gonna do it for free, but I would do it for free. That's how much I like it. But one thing that I do remember is that when I would drive the MX5 Cup or the FF1600 back when I was still a rookie in iRacing, one thing that I noticed is that you get tired of the same four cars. Not that you get tired of driving, but it's like I would get tired of driving the BMW M2 every single day. And then I would go over to the Formula Ford 1600, the FF 1600. And it's just like, since you don't have that versatility to drive anything, it gets a little, not boring, but it's hard to put into words. But you guys kind of get where I'm going with this. It's kind of like, since I'm driving the same thing every single day, like either the FF1600 or the MX5, you only interchange with two. That's why now we'll be driving the GT3s one day, and then we'll go back to rookie classes for the MX5, and then we'll drive the Formula 4, and then we'll drive the FF1600. So I drive everything. But another thing that I wanted to say is that the Ferrari GT3 Challenge is now also a rookie class, which is something that I find very interesting because what I do like about this is the fact that although it is expensive, it gives the rookies a chance to try out higher level cars at a lower level experience. So, rookie classes, they are able to drive the GT3 because the GT3, the Ferrari GT3, was only available to C class drivers. So, that's really cool to see. The MX5 maintains its rookie class. This one is new Figure GR8, which this one is a little, it's very interesting for one because it is an oval, not an oval, a figure eight racetrack with a whole bunch of different cars, including GT4s. GT4s at a figure eight racetrack is unheard of because figure eight racetracks, they're almost exclusively for demolition derby. For demolition derby or for dirt oval racing. So that's very cool to see. I don't know what ridiculousness is. I know it's a TV show that my dad watches sometimes. I basically know. I don't know if they're even correlated. The logo looks familiar and the name is familiar, but they might not even be correlated. These are not Euro NASCAR. This is for the NASCAR O'Reilly Cup and for the Cup Series. So one of them is street circuit, the other one is not. And they drive tube frame twisters. This is a Euro NASCAR, so NASCAR for Europe. This is pretty straightforward. It's just NASCARs on racetracks because I do know over there in Europe, oval tracks are incredibly scarce. Like there are basically none. Also, this one, Mountain Showdown, I really like because Mount Panorama is one of the most fun racetracks, specifically in the rain. Also, very difficult to drive, but super fun. And they have that one. And more rookie classes, including this one, which I really like this one because this is 13th week track day, which 13th week is just the week of the race. But basically, what this is I like that it's a multi class race for rookies. What I like about this is that they're giving rookies a better way to be able to join and practice on better racetracks, I guess, or with higher level racing without having to grind for multiple months before being able to get there. And that I think creates more experienced rookies. And I also like that they give the option to where you don't have to buy anything. Like if you want to drive 13th week track day, you don't necessarily have to buy a Radical SR10 or a SCCA Spec Racer or even a TCR or a GT4. You can just get into an MX5 and get the experience of multi-class racing. And I think there's also the BMW M2 and the GR86, which are also included with the sim. These are all really cool things that I found really cool to see just because it gives more opportunities to the rookies or to the people who are just joining iRacing. So that is something that I really liked. I know we already went over this kind of on Friday, but I just kind of wanted to go over it because I didn't acknowledge the timing thing, which the races are now every 15 minutes for the rookie classes, and for the higher end, they're every 30 minutes. And I think the ones that were every 2 hours, because the ones every 2 hours actually do last, I think, more than an hour. Those are now every hour. So it gives more opportunity for people to drive in those races, specifically under time management. Like sometimes you might not have enough time to wait 2 hours for the next race. So it's good to be able to have this one, which also GT3 Challenge is now available for Class C. GT3s used to be specifically for Class B drivers. So that's also cool. And this one as well, this one's every 30 minutes. So 12:45, 1:15, 1:45, 2:15. So another really, really cool thing to see. Is there anything else? I don't know if the Ringmeister has changed. This maintains every 1 hour, so that is still the same. Is there anything else? The BMW M Power Challenge, of course, it changed. If you guys remember this one from a couple months ago or from a couple weeks ago, they run they used to run the older BMW. And what do you think of Rally? Rally. Let me go to just chatting. So to be honest, I've never personally driven Rally, but as for watching it, I do watch it every now and then, but I do have insane respect for those guys because you are driving 80 miles per hour into the tightest hairpin ever, and you have to handbrake that thing. And although I've tried it, like I've never really put it into depth. Also, I don't have really games or simulators for that one because I don't know if you were watching a couple months ago or like a month or two ago. We were driving a dirt road track. Let me see if I can find it. It was a I will say it's nothing compared to rally because rally it's like gravel, snow, mud. But I do think this would be the closest thing I've ever gotten to it. It was this one. I don't know if you recognize these, but they're basically dirt oval or dirt tracks. But as for rally, for one, I have insane respect for those guys, as I've already said, and I've never really experimented with it. I'm more of a asphalt driving, track driving type of thing, and I think really, really the only things that are at anything comparable is drifting, just because I know how to drift decently. And I do think elements of drifting do play into rally. But as for rally, it's really cool. It is really cool. It requires a lot of skill, but definitely. It's something I was thinking about the other day because there's this race called El Camino del Inca. It means like the Inca's path, but in Spanish, or like the trail of the Inca or something like that. But El Camino del Inca is a rally race that starts in, I believe, Ayacucho, Peru, or in Cusco. And it runs the entire length of El Camino del Inca because Cusco is the one that has Machu Picchu, which is the older Incan civilization. Anyways, where I was going with this is that I was thinking about getting a rally wheel and a rally sim because El Camino del Inca is one of my dream races to drive alongside the Dakar 1000 and the, what is it, Baja California 1000 or something. So the Baja 1000. So all of those three are rally races. So I would like to prepare for those. And yeah, just in general, rally is a really cool category of racing. I don't watch it as much as Formula One or MotoGP, but I am still, I have the slightest knowledge of it. But let's see if I can bring some other entertainment aside. Okay, that was so bright. There we go. Let's see if I can do at least something. On Saturday, I didn't stream. I never stream on Saturdays, but on Saturday I did drive a race to continue my streak of racing, which my streak is now 25 weeks. So, yeah, sorry, I have phlegm. But yeah, anyways, I drove that race. It wasn't the best race ever. I've bought WRC 10 and I'm downloading it. Oh, that's sick. That's really cool. How much is it now that you mention it? Let me let me go over here just so I don't leak anything over on Steam. But yeah, that's really cool. I hope you have fun. That Moza R3 that you said that you had is gonna be really fun on that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. You know, actually, now that I remember, I have Dirt 3 or Dirt 5, I think, over there. I would reach for it, but it's really down deep in there, and I'm gonna put the thing on starting soon because I don't want it to. Okay, yeah, that wasn't too hard, but I did have to reach down deep in there. This is the only rally game that I have, Dirt 3, which this is really fun. Dirt 3. I don't know if you guys know, I'm somewhat of a not collector because collectors have things in glass boxes. I have lots of game consoles. I am very involved in gaming. I have a PS4, I have a PS3, and is if you guys know stuff about PS3s, this will be really cool. It's the PS3 fat model. If you guys are really into the PS3 scene, it's the Sech L01, which is the one that is backwards compatible with PS1 games. So I have the backwards compatible PS3. That is PS3 and PS1. I have a PS4. I have the original Xbox the original. I have a Wii, I have a PlayStation Portable, and yeah, that's it. That's it. But they're all behind this screen, like in a little thing over there. But that's the only game that I've really played. On the PS4, I played Gravel, but the demo of Gravel. So that's WRC 10. Oh, it's a steal. WRC 10 is $5. You know, that's interesting. WRC 10 for $5, it's not worth, or sorry, it's worth the risk. Not even that it's a risk because it's a great game. I mean, it's not old. Yeah, for I say I might buy it, but I do also need to pay for some iRacing things. I was thinking of maybe driving the 6 hours of the Glen this Saturday. I'm still between yes or no because my endurance team, if you guys remember back when I raced the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, I had to start an endurance team because I couldn't find a team. So the team is called RYR Motorsports Porsche. And yeah, I'm still between yes or no within driving it just because I don't know if one is that I don't know if the other teammates want to drive it. If they don't, I'll find other ones because right now we only have 3 people on the team and 2 of them are a little unreliable. They kind of failed on us last time, but no worries on none of that. But also the Glen, I'm still between yes or no because I have like some plans on Saturday. I think maybe I have plans on Saturday, but it's still as a maybe. But yeah, that is why. But WRC 10 definitely looks like a great game, at least to start in some type of rally scene. I do need to get a WRC wheel, just because right now this is the wheel that I run, the KS wheel, which it's perfect for. It's perfect for absolutely all of my needs, GT3s and Formula cars, or GT cars and Formula cars. But apart from that, this is the only circle wheel that I have, which this is the one that I use for drifting because it has no paddle shifters. For drifting, I use the H-gate shifter, which I think for rally, you either use paddles or a sequential shifter, which the H-gate shifter that I have does turn into a sequential shifter. So I kind of have everything, but it's still, I'm pretty sure they run with paddles. So I would like to run it with the paddles. But let me see if you guys have. If you guys want to see me drive anything, just throw it in chat because I'm generally like, I have some things we might drive, but I'm still not 100% sure because that's the thing is that season 3 starts basically tomorrow. Or it starts, it says right here, the 2026 season 3 patch 1 build is live. No official sessions are scheduled between 2200 and 2400, which is 10 to 12 p.m. or 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. To process a season promotion. So since I'm eligible for a season promotion, tomorrow I will have a B class license for the sports car. Official sessions are available and season 3 starts once this work is done. So yeah, basically tomorrow morning is when this will all be ready. And it says if you're getting stuck at the simulator after the season 3 update. So I will have to like do stuff a little bit earlier tomorrow to make sure the thing is updated before I stream. But also, I haven't checked my stuff over on YouTube. I know on Twitch we have probably more than 2 viewers, but over here on YouTube we have two, or it's like one or two, which is still great. Thank you to everybody watching over on all platforms. Y'all support means absolutely everything. Docs, Twitch stats. It has not updated. That's the thing about this little doc. The doc is right here. Just imagine if there's like because I'm looking at y'all from OBS. Oh, whatever happened to your motorcycle game? I remember with it. Oh, I actually continued to play it. I actually have my controller right here. You know, that's actually good. That's actually a good idea on something to play right now because I honestly like on iRacing, there's not much to do. But yeah, Ride 5 is super fun. Yeah, okay. I had to make sure my controller was charged. Question is my headset charged? Okay, it's off. It is connected, but it is extremely low on charge. But yeah, I haven't played this game as much as, how do I put it? Like as much as Rocket League or as much as other racing games, just because I watch MotoGP. So sometimes on the day of the MotoGP race, like after I watch the race or something, I'll try to see if I can get a close lap. But it's just like on a controller, it's really hard to get a close lap. But in general, it's fun to do it at least. Display cap. Oh, that was not it. No, move it a little bit to the side. There we go. It's center. And lock it. Awesome. Awesome. Press any button? That's the wrong one. It's a really cool game. I will say it is. The graphics are insane. Ooh, that's tough. I forgot I had my... So, let me go to garage because I want to show you guys. This is my dream bike. The Yamaha R1M. Or this is... The Yamaha R1 is my dream bike. Specifically in this spec. Gold rims and a black paint, which it's a beautiful bike. Like just in general. Also, I'm noticing right now because I forgot I had added this. Do you guys see that gold carbon fiber on the tail and also down by the engine? That is, I believe, the clutch, that circle in the center. I might be completely mistaken, but that is, I believe, what it is. But yeah, it's just, this is my dream spec for my bike. Also, that's an Aprilia. I saw one of these the other... Oh, yesterday I was driving... Not I was driving. We were driving home. And I saw Ducati drive right behind this Aprilia. So that was really cool. This CBR 600. Also really cool. The Ninja H2. I got this one in the game because... One, it's... I think... The H2R is, I believe, the name. It is the fastest motorcycle in the world, so I got it because it's the fastest one. Gixxer 600. My little brother really likes these. Any Suzuki. And the TCR 250. Which also, my dream bikes are... So the two dream bikes I would like to have is this YZF R1 in this specific spec. And a Ducati 916, a 1997 Ducati 916, because that is... One is that the bike is just really, really cool. I'm gonna see if they have it. But also, Ayrton Senna owned that motorcycle, and Ayrton Senna was big on motorcycles. Specifically, one is the Ducati Monster, which, coincidence that this one just came up. But not just the Ducati Monster, also the Ducati 916, which is... Oh, actually, this is the bike. Okay, I exited the thing. But this is the bike. That is not the 748. This is the motorcycle. Which, the thing that I love is that... Look at those lights. They're so cool, like how they're a part of the aerodynamic design. Because this one, that looks... like a motorcycle from its time. because you have that huge halogen bulb. That is how all motorcycles look like back in the day. But then there's the 998R, which this is a 2002. I specifically want the 94 or the 97 just because it's such a cool motorcycle. And I also love how the tailpipes or the exhaust muffler, whatever you want to call it, are under the seat. You don't see that nowadays that much. You look at a new Ducati or something. Let me see if this one has it. They usually go out to the side. Yeah, see how it's out to the side? Which this is a Panigale V2. Beautiful bike too. Beautiful motorcycle. This is the Super Leggera. This, you can just look at the aerodynamic canards on the sides. It's insane. But yeah, Super Leggera. Which I say for those who don't know, I really think everybody knows, but I do just want to say Super Leggera means super light. It's like the lightest version because, does it say weight? 175 kilograms versus 195, which 175 kilograms is what? Like, let me do the math real quick, but 100 kilograms is 222 pounds. Plus 75, 140, 150. What, like 270 pounds? No, like 300. Let's say 300. But that's 300 compared to what this one is, 450. So that is a big thing. But also, since I just realized that I have the money, I will buy my 916 just because it is my dream bike. Guys, that is a beautiful motorcycle. Legendary. We got 2 achievements, legendary and restored and ready, which buy an older restored bike and buy the first legendary bike. I will not set it as default because my default is this Yamaha, but let's take it for a spin. This is Ducati. And as for bike tuning, I've always looked at this one, but I really don't know what I would add to it. How much is it? 2100, and then I'd imagine this one's like 4 grand. So, do I want to do that though? Yeah, I do. I want to do that. It's because I feel like maintaining the integrity of this thing would be nicer, but to be honest, I want a really fast bike. And oh, the exhaust. Do they have the Yoshimura? They do not. They have Spark and Miv. Can I hear them? I wish you could be able to hear them because I'm almost 100% sure that it changes the sound on it. But yeah, it's really cool. I honestly hadn't thought about looking for this motorcycle here in the game, but I bought it because I had enough money to get it. And now we are doing some little changes to it, but I think engine upgrade and the stock exhaust does look a little simple. That one does look nice. That's like a carbon fiber. That's just a gloss black, and that is polished metal, basically nothing. This one also, they're all the same price, which I think I like the carbon fiber. Do I like the carbon fiber better? I do like the carbon fiber better, which this might just be cosmetic. And as for transmission, how much is the transmission? It's 2 grand. I don't think it would hurt to upgrade because also it is an older bike. So having brakes will definitely help. I think just kit 1. Racing suspension is 2 grand. We're spending all of our money. So To change the color of your chain, you have to install the racing version. I didn't want to change the color of my chain, but the chain doesn't look like it does anything. Let me rephrase that. The chain does a lot. The chain connects the engine to the wheels. But as for me doing something here in the game, it doesn't look like it'll do anything because there's no change in anything analytical. As for rims, I'm not going to change the Ducati rims. We have Pirellis. Again, I just don't think I would change the tires. Why would I remove the mirrors? It looks like, y'all know when you get a cat, or like you have a cat and you like put back their ears? That's what it kind of looks like. It doesn't look, no. Actually, I can see them coming off, but again, plate and turn signals. Does it cost? It doesn't cost, but how does that look? I will say it does look a lot cleaner because there's not as much clutter on the thing. But let's go throw it on the track because we have been setting this thing up for way too long. Time trial. Actually, not even time trial. Let's just go single race at Michelin Road Raceway Atlanta is a very fun track, but is there another one? Virginia is also very fun. We've driven the Formula 4 there many times. Laguna Seca is very interesting. Daytona, that is not the inner road course. That is the... I've driven the inner road course. This is the other inner road course. So... Blue Wave Circuit, Blue Wave Arena, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park is, although very easy, it looks very easy from the layout at the top, is a very difficult racetrack. Europe, 24-hour motos. I saw this race whenever it happened a couple of weeks ago. The Nürburgring Nordschleife I think would be the best one to go to. Just because the Nürburgring Nordschleife, although being one of the most difficult racetracks in the world for cars, driving it with motorcycles will be very interesting because you get to push the motorcycle to the limit, I'd imagine. We're going to be very far from the limit because I'm using a controller. But it's still going to be very fun to be able to take my dream motorcycle around. I do hope to do this someday, take my dream motorcycle around the Nürburgring. Just because you can take motorcycles around the Nürburgring on certain days. And on a certain day of the week or a certain day of the year, you get to... There's a 24-hour bicycle race. Not motorcycles, bicycle race. Also, this always takes long, so give it a little bit, please. It's because I do understand, like, this racetrack is 14 miles, 150 corners. So it is going to take a little bit longer than most circuits to load. Oh, there. A, proceed. Start. This is time trial, so there will be nobody else on track. Nope, never mind. There's a single race. This is like a not vintage, older bike. Also, I have a whole lot more acceleration because we upgraded the bike, and that was an insane move from me, like really bad. Do not hit the apex. That was also really bad. Oh, it didn't let me reset the thing. See, the thing is that the controls on a motorcycle, since you are leaning, they're extremely... Okay, this is the worst. Yeah, this is the worst one I've ever had. We're gonna crash. No? Can't. It's just... Like I said, it's just like, since it's a motorcycle and you're leaning, you gotta lean like over here. Okay, I feel like I got it. You just have to turn in like extremely early. And I'm still going super slow, but yeah, it's not super easy, but also I do want to. You can flight here. No, go back, go back, go back. There we go. I feel like I can make flip flops, but 100% it's not the easiest game to play on controller. But this is flip pulse, the one where you fly, and I feel like I can make it if I turn in early. Yeah, see, you can if you turn in early, but you just don't want to hit the apex. 240 kilometers an hour on a motorcycle is insane. That was way too much angle. Yeah, you can just hear yourself scraping. I wonder how far ahead the people in front of me are. 17 seconds, which... The next one should be a Xiaomi board, I think. Oh, it's not updated, but right there it says Xiaomi now. Because Xiaomi released the SU7 and they became a sponsor for the Nürburgring. Okay, that was very unstable. Let me do a wheelie. Can I just stop? Yeah, my guy can do the thing. Oh, I just went too slow. I can burn out and then wheelie. This corner is a little difficult even in cars. You brake like right here, but then you have to really trail it off, or else you'll go off the track onto the side. They're now 43 seconds ahead, which, to be honest, I should have just joined a time trial because I haven't played this game in a while. Like, I'm getting slowly better at it. Like, I took that corner decently, but then this corner is like into the wall. So let's do a couple more corners. It's because I want to get to the carousel. The carousel is a very interesting corner. Because it's called the carousel. I don't know if you guys remember when I've driven it in the BMW or the GT3s. The carousel is a very banked corner. That's what it's known for. Through here, there's a very tight hairpin right after this. Yeah, right here. Which we're close to the carousel. I just don't know how close. Because after this, there's another like little hairpin or a very tight corner right here. Barely made that corner. My guy gained flight. I think that's it. Why does it say Zathary joined? Do you guys see that? Why does it say that again? Also, I see MotoGP 26 is now available. Oh, everybody joined again. Okay. I think the thing got disconnected, which apologies for that, but thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Audrey and Broken Pop for joining the stream. Thank you guys for being here the entire time. And Broken Pop, you were also on YouTube, so thank you so much for the support. The thing that I love is that the chat looks like this now, instead of it just being connected to YouTube chat successfully, which I really love having all of you guys here, having all of you guys enjoy this with me. Also, I don't know if any of you guys listen to Olivia Rodrigo. You guys probably do, but I don't know if you guys do because, yeah, I don't know. But I got the new CD. I showed this one on Friday, but there were not a lot of you guys here on Friday. The Broken Pub was here on Friday, so he did see it. But I did get the CD. I was able to get it at Walmart on the day of release because day of release was Friday. So I was able to get it on Friday. Yeah, and also It's like it's such a good album. My favorite song from the album right now is Stupid Song. It's a really good song. I really like it's a great album. Also, I don't know if I can I move my camera that much? Let me see if I can, but let's go up, up, up. You guys see that? Okay, that is my ring light, but disregard my ring light for a little bit. Do you guys see those? I know you guys can see it. These are all CDs. That is a signed Tate McRae, So Close to What. That is I Used to Think I Could Fly. That is the Formula One soundtrack. That is So Close to What Deluxe. And that is the Locket CD from the concert. And I have Think Later signed too. Like I have it over there. But basically, I 3D printed those CD holders. And right now there is a Ferrari. You guys can't see it, but that's a photo of a Ferrari. I'm going to lift it up more. And then this CD, just imagine it on top of. Okay, I have it upside down. Imagine it on top of the other ones. So, like, there's going to be two rows. But yeah, it was really fun. Like, I was so surprised because the Walmart near us never has any CDs. It's genuinely so rare that we go and there's one good CD and it's somebody who I don't listen to. So yeah, it is really cool. Also, we went to Target and they had the alternate cover, which since I already own this one, it really didn't make sense to buy the alternate cover. But yeah, it's a really good album. It's a really, really good album. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Brent Broken Pop. Thank you to the 3 viewers over on Twitch. 3 viewers as of now. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of the journey. And I know we didn't do much. I know I was just talking most of the time, but I don't know if you guys like that. Make sure y'all, yeah, just if you guys like this more, just make sure y'all tell me, and I will do more just chatting streams where I'm just chatting with y'all. But the Madison Beer vlog for the tour, I don't really know this music, but I'm gonna give it a try. Hey, yeah, you should. Yeah, it's what I would say because the genre is rock pop, but I really like this music. It's really the only stuff that I listen to: Tate McRae, Madison Beer, Olivia Rodrigo, and Gracie Abrams. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we will definitely be racing something. Most likely we'll be doing practice before Wednesday where we can actually do the race. But yeah, thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you to all y'all support. 3 viewers on Twitch, and I think we have some more viewers over on YouTube. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. And yeah, peace.